My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and today I want to basically help you save a lot of money by basically telling you how credit cards secretly screw you. So, we're going to talk about credit card companies, what they do, the games they play, and just hang out to the end of the video because you're going to be really happy with the surprise I give you at the end. So, get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth and Black economics every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day under the B1 condition. B1 means we're Black first. Black first means we put our community at the top of our priority list. Black first means we educate our kids. Black first means we love ourselves. It doesn't mean we hate anybody else. So if you're white, don't get scared just because Black people are fighting for Black people. There's nothing wrong with that. You should be cheering that on. Anyway, do me a favor as you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell too, because sometimes YouTube channels get shadow banned. If you start talking too much of that Black stuff, they think that's reverse racism, right? That's not reverse racism. That's just Black people loving ourselves. You're not used to that, and that's why you get mad. Anyway, as you come in, shout out the city. Let me know what city you're from. I see Plush Pillows and Black Bezos. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Black Bezos. That's a nice name, man. That's a good target to set. Sizzler, how you doing? Good morning to you too. She says ready for class. Yes, actually, speaking of class, if today later on we are doing stock market investing class. We do that every single Tuesday in the Black Business School, where we've helped over 10 million of our people buy their first share of stock. A good way to get started. Here's a good way to get started. Two things. One, you can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Boyce Finance. That is my new Instagram page. My other one just magically disappeared. And so anyway, if you want to follow me on the gram, you can go there. And I actually have a special stock selection on my Instagram that I think is going to help you make some money. So feel free to follow me on the gram. Also, text the word stock to 31996. If you text stock to 31996, I will send you free Dr. Boyce profit alerts so that you can invest for your family. You can build wealth for yourself, get ahead financially. Give me a yes if you're investing. Give me a yes if you want to invest. Give me a yes if you want to grow. Give me a yes if you want to be successful. I want to see you win, but it requires us to be on this every single day, and I'm going to be here for you every single day. All right, so anyway, let me hop in and talk about the topic for today. I'm about to go to flight training. As you know, I'm training to be an airline pilot or airplane pilot, not airline. I ain't working for no airlines, but I will be flying my own airplane pretty soon, and I want to make sure I can do it safely. So I'm about to go to flight training, but I wanted to hop in and talk to you guys before I head out. So here are in case you don't know, credit card companies. How many of you get tired of your credit cards? How many of you feel sometimes your credit cards are like just this massive wealth drain? How many of you feel like the credit cards are kind of almost like a ball and chain? Give me a yes in the chat if you feel that way sometimes about your credit card debt. If you feel that it's unfair and that somehow you end up in these crazy situations where you feel financially screwed. Give me a yes in the chat if you're just tired of it and you want to fix that. I'm going to give you 7 things credit card companies do to basically financially screw you. 7 ways that they keep you in financial slavery. Even things like student loans, we've talked about that, how student loans, I don't believe they're ever going to be completely forgiven because they need the student loans to make you go to work. Capitalism does not work if people don't go to work, right? And so really the thing is, I don't mind, if you want to go to work, that's fine, but I'd like for you to learn what the rich people are learning. I want you to know what the capitalists know that you weren't taught in school so that you can get ahead. I have a PhD in finance, so I'm qualified to talk about this stuff. In fact, if you text the word stock to 31996, I will send you a special training I did called How to Make Money Without Working. And I promise you, it's going to change your life. All right, so here we go. All right, so let me give you 7 ways credit card companies pretty much rob you blind and kick your butt, and then they kind of blame you for it. Number 1, the very high interest rates. Credit card companies charge super high interest rates from maybe 15 to 30%. That is insanely high. And the thing is that you don't notice it so much because, you're just thinking about going to the mall and spending that money. But that's what they're banking on. They're banking on you wanting to be the consumer that you were trained to be since birth. And that's what keeps the economy moving. But unfortunately, it comes at a high cost for you. Number 2, hidden fees. You got to forgive me. I keep wiping I got allergies, so sorry if it's a little weird that I'm doing this. Y'all know me. I got to keep it real with y'all. All right. Number 2, hidden fees. A lot of banks, they don't make their money straight up. With straight up. They're almost like playing against a basketball team that wins games, but sometimes they cheat. Sometimes they do sneaky, underhanded stuff. And so basically hidden fees, they slide those fees in, and those fees work especially well for people who are not financially conscious or those who are not financially literate, especially these check cashing places and all that. But credit card companies do that too. Fees are what drives a lot of their revenue. It's what drives a lot of their profitability. And unfortunately, that comes at a huge price to you. Three, teaser rates. It says here that some credit card companies offer low teaser rates to attract customers initially. However, these rates are often temporary and can skyrocket after the promotional period ends, potentially leaving you with an unexpectedly high balance in interest charges. So, you know what it reminds me of? Anybody ever seen it? One time I heard Bishop T.D. Jakes say that when you date somebody, that the first 6 months you're not dating that person, you're dating their representative. Anybody ever heard him say that? I thought that was a great analogy for kind of what happens in a lot of spaces, right? Credit card companies, they're not really showing you exactly what it's like to be in financial bed with them. They kind of send you like this sort of representative image of themselves that makes them look like they're really actually helping you. And the teaser rates kind of do that. And if you don't read the fine print, then the teaser rates can actually kick you in the butt. And then suddenly the rate jumps, and then your bill jumps, and it becomes kind of a pain in the butt. So be really careful about that. Whether you're talking about dating somebody or dating a credit card company, either way, it's the same thing. Either way, you might end up getting screwed, and not in the good way. But if you like being screwed, then I hope you get screwed a lot. That's weird, but I just had to say it like that. So good luck in whatever choice you make in your screwing decisions. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. Hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. I'm almost done. Also, if you want to see our Black Millionaires of Tomorrow program for children, we have a whole Black business school for kids in the Black Business School. Feel free to go to blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. That URL's on the screen. We train kids in crypto, real estate, entrepreneurship, stock market investing. And the guarantee in our program is that if your child does not have a financial literacy level that exceeds the average college educated adult after they finish the program, they will give you a 100% money back guarantee. So if you're interested and you want to get your kids ahead of the curve, the key thing I can tell you as an expert on finance, that the earlier you get your kids introduced to economics, the better off they'll be. In fact, you could probably think of the fact that you wish you had learned these things when you were little. Imagine, a lot of y'all are 35, 45, 55 years old. Imagine if they taught you this stuff when you were 7. Think about how much further along you'd be. Think about how much more money you'd have. Think about how much stress you would have avoided, how much economic pain you would have not had to go through if somebody had taught you these things and taught you the game and prepared you early. Well, we're preparing an army of children that are literally going to take over the world in the next generation. So if you want to take a look, just go to blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. And also those you listening on Spotify, and we're on Spotify, just look up my name, Boyce Watkins. You can find us there. It's blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. All right, so a couple more points here. The fourth thing the credit card companies do to screw you is they have this thing called the minimum payments trap, where basically you see the minimum payment and you think the minimum payment will help you chop away the debt slowly. But unfortunately, what it does is it turns you into what I refer to as basically a modern day sharecropper, where effectively you're just sort of chugging away on this debt forever and ever and ever. But those minimum payments are designed to keep you in debt forever. Remember, they can't make money if you're not their customer. Do you get what I'm saying? Give me a yes if you follow me. They can't make money if you're not their customer. So in a way, it's like the healthcare system. They can't make money if you're not their customer. So effectively, what they'll do is they'll just kind of say, okay, keep going. There you go. Keep making a minimum payment. That's good. We got a good little relationship. You get your credit card. We make our fees. We make our interest. We make our money off you. So effectively, you're just kind of in this perpetual cycle where you never get out of debt. And I can tell you that some of this debt, credit card debt, is not the best debt. This is the kind of debt you want to be able to eliminate. You don't want to swim in this for the rest of your life because it's not going to benefit you. Okay. So don't follow the minimum payments trap. Three more. Number 5, the universal default clause. Credit card companies may include a universal default clause in their terms. This is crazy, y'all. Check this out. It allows them to raise your interest rate if you miss a payment on any creditor, not just them. That means that they're so up in your Kool-Aid, so up in your business, that if you miss a minimum payment with anybody, they can go and they can basically treat it as if you defaulted on them. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. That's so bad. That's, it's like, hey, I don't know, maybe think about it like dating. Like my friend had would go to a website where all the women would report their experiences with certain guys and put his picture up and say he's terrible, his weenie is small, he's a bad person, he was mean to me, and then all the other women would say, "Oh, I'm not going to date him because of that," right? And in a way, it's kind of like that. But maybe if you are a bad person to date, then that you deserve it. But still, though, it's kind of crazy, right? So imagine if every single thing you ever did wrong anywhere spilled over and had a contagion and affected everything you could do. Like, so that means that if you made your neighbor mad down the street, they could report you and get you to lose your job. And or if you get locked up on some drunken weekend when you're like 22 years old, it affects your ability to like date your spouse like 25 years later, like or something. Like it's it's kind of like that, where it's like it spills over into everything. And I think that's unfair. I think that's wrong. I don't like it. So you got to be careful about these universal default clauses. El Haj says, El Haj, I'm going to answer your question real quick because I see El Haj in here all the time. I love you, brother. How do you feel about balance transfers? I think balance transfers can be okay, but you got to make sure you know the fine print, in my opinion. I think sometimes balance transfers can be okay because remember, the companies are competing for your business. So sometimes one company will give you a better deal just to get you to drop the other company. Okay. So let me finish up. I got to head out. I got flight training in a couple minutes. Two more unsolicited credit limit increases. That means a lot of companies will just increase your credit limit without asking you. A higher credit limit feels better because you have more money to spend. The problem is that it creates more economic potential for you to go into debt and to be stuck there. Number 7 are complex rewards programs. That's where they say that they're giving you rewards. So you start spending money thinking you're going to get money, cash back and all that, but it's complicated. And I really, my theory, and I got to look this up, but I really believe casinos do this. Has anyone ever tried to take advantage of like a rewards program at a casino? And they're like, well, first you gotta like stand on one leg, and then you gotta figure out what the double down extra Easter benefits are, and then after that you gotta go do a cartwheel in front of a judge and make sure that you're standing on a mountain that's at least 45 feet high. Like they literally will put all these complex terms and conditions for you to take advantage of the program when really, they don't want you to do it. That's what it is. That's why, for example, rebates are like that. Has anybody ever tried to pull the sticker? Everybody noticed like a lot of times with products when you're supposed to get a rebate, you can't even get the damn sticker off the box. Has anybody ever gone through that? And I'm like, why would they make it so hard to get the sticker off the box? Oh, because they don't want you to use the rebate. They don't want you to come back and pick up the money. They want to make it as hard as possible. These are called frictions, by the way, everybody. In finance, we call these frictions. When they create frictions and make it harder for you to take advantage of an offer, that means they don't want you to take the damn offer. That's what they're doing. They being some haters up in here. Haters. I don't like it, y'all. Makes me mad. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I love y'all. And I see you, Minister Michael. He says, I don't have many black heroes. However, you and Dr. Claude Anderson are on my list. Bless you, brother. Bless you. In fact, let me mention this. I keep Dr. Anderson's books nearby. I talked to Dr. Anderson yesterday. This is the next book we're going to study in the Black Business School. Every single Wednesday night, we have Powernomics training, and we're reading Dr. Anderson's books. We have already read Black Labor, White Wealth. It took us a year. We read Powernomics. It took us a year and a half. Now we're going to read the Black History Reader. And let me tell y'all, when I tell you that this is the Black history that you never got in school, I'm not playing with you. I am not kidding. You're going to just be prepared. Once we go through this book, you're probably going to be a little pissed off. You're going to be a little bit mad. And the reason you're going to be mad is you're going to be like, oh my God, they've been lying to me my whole life. Shout out to people like Dr. Claude Anderson, who tell us these truths. And he wrote this great book. And we're going to read this book word for word. I talked to him about it the other day. He said, why don't you read the Black History Reader next? I said, actually, that's the book we're planning to read. So we are on the same page. And so what I'm going to do, and I would say great minds think alike, but my mind is not as great as his. That is my economic godfather. I love this man. Shout out to Dr. Anderson. His website is powernomics.com. Everybody go to powernomics.com. Make sure your kids get his books because these are some of the most important books that you'll ever read in your life. I guarantee it. All right. So anyway, if you want to join us for Powernomics training in the Black Business School, it is free to the whole community. Anybody can join. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you have to have money to join the Black Business School. That's not true. This is free. And I give you free access to my life class. It's a long curriculum with a ton of lectures and trainings in it. So anyway, go to blackkeystogreatness.com. That's blackkeystogreatness.com. And also this book is called The Black History Reader. I'm holding it upside down, but y'all get the point. And some of y'all are asking about this shirt. I got a lot of shirts like this. If you go to wokeblacktees.com, WOKE, wokeblacktees.com, you can express your blackness on that platform, wokeblacktees.com. And last but not least, if you want some more free stuff, we'd like to give away free stuff in the Black Business School. We've hit 10 million people and trained them on wealth, and we're very, very proud of that because we're more effective than a lot of HBCUs, unfortunately, because a lot of HBCUs have too much overhead, and unfortunately, they don't train our people to own and run businesses. They train our people to work for other businesses, and we're kind of different. We want all of our people to be wealth builders, owners. Doesn't mean you have to be an entrepreneur now. There's a difference between an entrepreneur and a business owner. I want you to be an owner. An owner does not even mean you have to do any of the work. We show you how to do that. We want you to know all the economic tools that will help you get to where you want to get to. So if you want some more free stuff, just text the word stock to 31996, STOCK, text stock to 31996. And also, I'll see you guys at the All Black National Convention in Atlanta, October 20th. You can go to allblacknationalconvention.com to learn more. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I am late for flight training now. I promised myself I'd only talk for a couple minutes. I promised myself like 8 minutes, and here I am at minute 14, and here I am late. So see, that's what happens. But I love y'all, so I'm glad to do it. All right, have a good day, everybody. God bless you. I will see you soon. Take care now. Peace.